Alright, hi there YouTube, it's me Morphsuit America playing on the Korean version of Dragon Blaze. However, this is directed towards anyone in global. Now I know that anyone that plays in the Korean version of Dragon Blaze should know the basics or the basic gist of what to do with Transcended Allies, what materials you need to go for, how to make Transcended Essences, etc, etc, etc. However, if you're playing on global, you already kind of got a gist or kind of knew about Transcended Allies but want more details about it, this video is for you. Now, if you're playing on the Korean Dragon Blaze and you're wondering who or what Transcended Ally you should aim for, I'll be making future videos kind of going over a review on them, talking about the skills, talking about what their strength are, what they are strong in, what they're weak in, what mode you should use them, and if you should get them overall, blah 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 blah. And I'll get a bunch of opinions from you guys as well, or a bunch of comments, kind of, agreeing or disagreeing with said statements here and there. But anyways, yeah, I was supposed to release a video about that today, which is on Monday, but due to some technical issues and rendering problems, I can't upload it just yet. Hopefully I can fix it, and I'll upload that tomorrow on a Tuesday, and if that does not work, just wait on Wednesday and I'll probably release a different Transcended Ally than the first person who I really want to actually talk about first, which is Death Crown, because he's one of the important characters. I mean, he is an important character in the storyline, and yeah, pretty much. I'd want to spoil you, so I'll shut up about that part. But yeah, pretty much, yeah. If you already know about Transcended Allies and stuff, thank you guys for stopping by and just clicking on this video. But yeah, this video isn't meant for you. Anyways, right after all of the Giant Keys and Titan Allies are released, and if you don't know what materials you need to make those allies or keys, I made a video way back then talking about them, but if you want to, you can view it. You can view the details yourself in the description below, and go to the Dragon Blaze Wikipedia or Enotive. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, Enotive, and you can view the details there. But yeah, after their release, Transcended Allies will come out. Now, there's a lot of changes into the Korean Dragon Blaze that isn't implemented into Global yet, but Global will eventually get this. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of different storages, but I'll talk about that. I won't talk about that in this video. Hell no. Most likely, you guys will understand the gist of all of this, hopefully. If not, I'll spill it out later. But anyways, the thing is, Transcended Allies are just a revamped, evolved look of all of the Deified Allies. Now, in the Korean Dragon Blaze, they already finished all of the Bodens, the Septon Archangelas, and the Dracos. So, yeah, you can get a Transcended version of any one of them. Now, they're slowly getting into Transcended Awakened Allies, however, they will release only 9 of them, and thank you guys in the stream for telling me this. I didn't know about it because I'm not paying attention to the Korean Dragon Blaze blog because I'm preoccupied with PSO2, and I need to catch up on the news and updates from there, and yeah, it's pretty stressful, or it's pretty time consuming, or it's like, it's eating up my attention due to the fact that I'm playing 2 MMORPGs, or technically I'm playing more than one MMORPG now. But yeah, pretty much what I'm going to be showing you on screen right now is Margaret. Now, this is the deified version of Margaret. I don't know if you guys memorize all of the characters' name in-game, but I did. So, yeah, this is Margaret right here, and I can name one of her previous deified abilities off of my head. She's in a Cancer class, but when you usually go up against her, she has an ability to summon one. She makes her doll transform into a Boden, Septon Archangela, or a Draco. Now, there's a time limit to how long these guys can last, but then she'll switch it around. She'll summon out another doll, and then she can choose another random Boden, Septon Archangela, or Draco. But yeah, this is her deified version. Even if you ultimate status her, she does not get an ultimate skill. Now, Transcended Allies, they are basically the revamped version of the deified form, and I'll have the Deified Margaret skills in the description below, along with the evolved or transcended version as well, so you can do a huge compare and contrast between the two abilities, or the two versions, and see how revamped they did the transcended version of Margaret. But yeah, Transcended Margaret can summon one Transcended Bowden. Now that's pretty handy because, you know, that's a Bowden you can summon from its roster. So you can summon out a Transcended Bliss Foxy, Transcended Stormberry, Transcended Manalandi, Transcended Shadowhouse, Transcended Falcon. And if you know about their abilities, or if you kind of know about the deified form and their abilities, think of their Transcended form with a bunch more oomph. But yeah, Transcended Margaret, if you max her out, she gets a skill for that. And if you ultimate her, she can summon 2 Transcended Bowdens. And that's very, very good. You can think of her like a Sasha. But anyways, the first Transcended Dracos that will be released, first Transcended Allies that will be released into Global are the Dracos. And that will be Draco Deathcrown, Draco Bloodwind, Draco Brightspark, Draco Graysoul, and then Draco Lucaria, which is all the way up front. But yeah, when it comes to making these Transcended Allies, you will need Transcended Essences. Now, to make Transcended Essences, you need one type of each essence. So, to make one Transcended Essence, you need one Light Essence, one Hero Essence, and one Titan Essence. And if you do your math, if you need 50 Transcended Essence, you need 50 Light Hero and Titan Essence, equaling 150 Essences in total, which is a lot. That means you'll be burning up a lot of rubies, shoes, and you'll be farming in your preferred farming location, or the recommended farming location, so it can give you the best chance of getting those essences to drop. But yeah, to make a Transcended Deathcrown, for example, you need the deified version of Draco Deathcrown, ultimate status, ultimate Pluto key, 50 Transcended Essences, and 50 million gold. Now, depending on if you ultimate your deified version and ultimate your key, you might be spending more than 50 million gold. Now that might be half, because if you have a max status Pluto key, all you need to do is give it a little bit more feed it a little bit more essences, triple S allies, and gold, and then you should have ultimate. But yeah, pretty much it's not gonna be cheap. You'll be spending a good amount of resources just so you can make a Transcended Ally. And to max it out, that's going to cost a lot more resources. When it comes to maxing out Transcended Allies, well, technically when we get Transcended Allies, the first thing you can do is enhance them to max status. They act like a key. When we first got keys, we can actually max them out. Now, to max out a Transcended Ally isn't easy. You will be spending at least 100,000 gold, 100 million gold, 27 triple S allies, and then 360 Transcended Essence in total to go from base to +9, which is max status, and that eats up a lot of resources, like I stated. Now, you can look at the details about each enhancement level, like +1, +2, +3, how much triple S allies, how much gold, and how much essences it will take up in the description below. But pretty much, yeah, I'm just gonna be giving a rundown of what materials you need, and like I stated, some of the whatever Dragon Buster class it is, well, what to get these Transcended Allies, you need to make sure that you get the right Transcended class, which is Deathcrown will be using the Pluto key, Bloodwind will be using the Arnis key, yeah, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Brightspark will be using Gaia key, Graysoul will be using Stigma key, and then Lucaria will be using Epsilon. Now, you need to make sure you ultimate these keys right away. This is why, if you're new to the game, you actually have a little advantage when it comes to getting a Dragon Buster key. Now, if you're returning into the game and you don't have a key yet, I highly advise you to start over, make a new account, and especially do it on 1+1 events, so you can get a little bit more triple S allies, so you can progress yourself a little bit further into the game. But yeah, basically, to make Transcended Bloodwind, you need the Deified Bloodwind, ultimate status, ultimate Arnis, 50 chance, and 50 gold. Well, 50 Transcended, 50 gold, 50 million gold, excuse me, will be the sort of same process for all the Transcended Allies, not just Dracos. Brightspark, you will need ultimate status, Brightspark, and then the ultimate Gaia key. Graysoul will need ultimate Stigma key and ultimate Deified Grayso. And then Bucaria will need, I can't show you the formula because I already made her, but to get Transcended Bucaria, you will need an ultimate status Epsilon key and an ultimate status Bucaria. Now, here's the thing, later on, when the Bodens get released, the Transcended Bodens, they actually reuse the Dragon Buster key. However, there's only a couple allies that actually use there's only 2 allies that use the Iota key and the Omega key, and they're within the Boden roster. For example, Tracy, I think it's either Stacy or Tracy, but I think it's Tracy or Tracer. I can't remember her name anymore. Apparently, but yeah, she actually uses the Iota key along with Margaret. So if you have an Iota and an Omega key, you definitely want to ultimate status them later on. Because if you ultimate Omega, you can actually go for a Transcended Falcon or a Transcended Shadowhowl. Now, you can't get the Dracos or the Septon Archangelas. Now, when it comes to the Septon Archangela Transcended forms, they actually use the Dark Soul keys instead of the Dragon Buster key. You will need to actually have an ultimate status for the Dark Soul keys instead. And they will come out a little bit later once the first wave of Transcended Allies come out. They're gonna release Transcended Gaella and Transcended Ravengale first. So, if you have a Dark Soul key, you have it at ultimate status, especially for Ragnarok and Sasha, then you can definitely get a Ravengale or a Gaella. But that would take a while, and pretty much that's it for this video. Kind of going over the basic Dracos or the basic first Transcended Allies that will be coming out, and also just the basic gist of Transcended Allies. So pretty much nothing hard or complicated about this. And like I stated, if you're new to the game, you don't have a key yet, definitely make a new account, get a key, and just kind of ultimate status that key. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Very basic. This is to inform a lot of the global players if you're wondering what's the next big thing so you can prepare for it. That's why I'm actually preparing a lot of stuff for my global account. But the biggest issue is that, or some slight issue is that in global I will be my global account will not imitate what I'm doing in the Korean Dragon Blaze to some degree. For example, I have a tier key in global. Most likely I'll be getting Transcended Michaela, maybe. Now, of course I'm going to get Ravengale because I have an ultimate, well, I plan to make an ultimate Sasha key. I might actually get Camille, my waifu that I keep on stressing out, because, yeah, just that Camille's helped my ass in global, and it would be wrong of me not to actually get her. The only issue is I need to actually ultimate my Asker key. I haven't even maxed it out yet, which is a big issue. I will actually ultimate my Omega key over in global, and most likely I'll be getting Transcended Shadowhowl and Transcended Falcon compared to me not getting them in my Korean account. But yeah, as you can see here, I just been scheming up a lot of stuff for my global and just prepping for Transcended Allies into global. That's why I'm gonna skip making some keys that I have over here in the Korean Dragon Blaze. For example, Atlas, I have the Atlas key. I have some other keys as well, but yeah, pretty much that's it for this video. Hopefully this helps, and if you got any questions or concerns, if it's for any Transcended Allies, I'm not going to answer that because I'll make said videos for that, and if you still got questions unanswered, you can leave it in those videos. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys around. Peace.